What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're actually going to be working on the Lincoln Continental. I know we were supposed to be in the last video, but we got carried away with Grandpa's car. And actually, before we get started, I want to go over there and get those rims on it and see how they look. I know he's going to be super excited. He just pulled up and he already got the jack, and he's literally already over there jacking up the car, so I already know he's excited. We're going to go up into the paint booth and we're going to get him untaped. And we do need to air him back up. As you guys know, in the last episode, we did get him de-beaded. That way we could paint the whole outer lip. And I think they turned out amazing. Here they are. And as you can see, they're just look absolutely beautiful. There are a couple little pieces of trash, but honestly, I mean, on the wheel, I'm not really too worried about it. I don't think he is either. So what we need to do is get them untaped. And actually thought of a really cool way to tape wheels from now on. The easiest way. Pretty much what you do is you just make it tight and go around the whole lip to where it pushes the paper in. And I mean, it gets in there pretty good and doesn't look like there's any overspray on the wheels. I did put this plastic the wrong way. That's why it's flaking like that, which is not good, but I mean, on wheels it really didn't matter. Luckily none of it flaked up onto the paint job. But yeah, that's actually a really good way to do it. I'm gonna be doing that from now on because it's super easy, because it is hard to get the tape to stick here. And I mean, look, there's no overspray on the tires whatsoever. So yeah, I'm gonna get these untaped, get them out there, we'll air them up, and I'll show them to you guys on the car. Okay, so we got the wheels on, and I gotta say, guys, they look nice, man. It just completely transforms the look of the car. This is a sport, so I mean, it needs a sport look to it. We got all of them on, and the center caps were actually black. What do you think, Grandpa? You like them? Good? Good. Yes, sir. So it's looking good so far. I'm gonna let him take over and fiddle with it, and then when it's time to paint that bumper, I'm gonna paint it. So I'm gonna get onto that Lincoln now, and we're gonna go ahead and start doing the body work on it, you know, because we do want to get that thing done. My buddy is waiting on it, so let's get over there and start doing some body work. All right, guys, so we need to get this into primer. So we're gonna surface down all these welds right here, and then we're going to sand all this with the 80 grit so the body filler can adhere properly. So we got to do all this through here and through here, down through here. I don't know if we're gonna put body filler here. I think I'm just gonna smooth all this out and put seam sealer. Same thing down there. I really don't think it needs body filler. Also, we do have a very slight dent right there, and then also we have a dent right here. Nothing too major. It's honestly not even bad at all. So we're gonna start surfacing these welds, but before I do anything, I do want to cover all this up. So I'm going to put a blanket up in here, and once I get that done, I'll surface it down, get it ready, and we'll throw down some body filler. All right, guys, so we got it all ground down. Still need to touch up a couple of spots. I got these crappy discs from Harbor Freight, so I definitely need to go get some nice ones from O'Reilly's, and then we can finish this up and get it ready for body filler. But it's looking very good. Everything's coming out very nicely. It's just gonna need a very small skim coat. Looks beautiful. So we're gonna get the new roll-off discs, and then we'll go ahead and get it ready for Bondo. Alright, so this is the roll-off disc we actually use. I think I'm gonna go with the 80, just because I already got most of it ground down. So this is gonna give it a nicer, smoother finish. So we'll get probably 3 of these, and they're definitely better than the Harbor Freight Hercules. It's 3M, so this is all we need. Let's get it and let's get back. Okay, so I went ahead and bought a spreader too, just so I'll have a brand new one to lay down that Bondo. Or not Bondo. Bondo is actually a brand. That's so funny. We always call it that. It's actually body filler. So I'm gonna head back, but first I'm gonna get myself some lunch because I am pretty hungry. So I'm gonna go get some lunch, and then we'll head back over there and get this Lincoln knocked out. Yes, sir. You know we have to hit that Taco Bell. Always be hitting. Then you got to go taco smell in the bathroom after. But we're gonna eat real quick, head back to the shop, and get this done. So I'll see you back at the shop. Okay guys, so first coat of Bondo went down very nicely. It was literally just a skim coat and it's all sanded down and everything actually feels really good. I'm really happy with how it came out. Now I'm ready for glaze actually, which is just the final top coat. It's gonna get rid of all these 80 scratches and get it ready for primer. So I'm gonna probably go ahead and glaze everything. Maybe not like these areas or in here. I mean, this is already good. Not to mention you won't even see this. So it could have been not even bondoed at all. So we're definitely not gonna waste our glaze here. We're just gonna 180 all that and get it ready for primer and just glaze the important areas like here, and then also inside here. Turned out very nice. I think a skim coat of glaze will make that beautiful, get all these imperfections out. So let's get this glaze on, and once we sand down that glaze, we can just tape this thing up, prime it. I did see a little bit of warpage right here from where it was welded, so I'm gonna throw a skim coat of glaze there, and I think that's it. I do want to clean this quarter off, make sure I don't miss any dents, but that'll be after I apply this glaze. So let's get it done. All right guys, so it's the next day here and we're actually really close to primer. So as you guys saw, I sanded all this out. It's looking very nice. Still needs a little bit of touch up, and then I also did miss a dent up here and then 2 dents down here. So and right here, so 3 dents. So I need to sand these down, sand this down, and sand all this out. There's like a couple little imperfections here and there, and then also that I threw some more here because I didn't like how it looked. And then also there was a dent here, which is kind of weird. I don't know where it came from, but we're gonna sand all this out and tape it up and get this thing primed. Okay guys, so we got it primed. I really don't like this primer. This is a different primer, so I didn't fully prime it. I want to actually sand it down and reprime it with some other stuff. This stuff is just, I don't know, it's this new primer that we got that we want to try out, and I'm really not liking it. Plus I did miss a dent right there. I don't know if you can see it, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's no big deal. I'm just going to block all this down when it dries, fix that dent, and throw the other primer, and then I'll prime all up inside here. See, I didn't really go heavy on it because, you know, like I said, I don't want to use it. But yeah, so we'll let this dry, we'll sand it down, we'll get the other primer and reprime all of this, and then I want to go ahead and sand all this down right here and trim out this right here. That way we can put the door on for good and put the latch on it. That way it'll close and we can get it ready for paint. And then we will have to go to the other side and sand that door down. I don't think we'll have to prime it, but we still do need to sand it all down and get it ready for paint. So we're gonna wait for this to dry and we'll get back to it. Alright guys, so I went ahead and threw some guide coat on it. That way when it dries, I can sand it flat and see if there's any low spots. Also guys, update on the E30M3 with the Honda swap. Nate is currently building a wiring harness for it. We got a bunch of goodies for it. This thing will be running very soon. I built a downpipe for it. Got everything routed up. Everything's looking very nice. We're gonna do just a standalone wiring harness and run it to the ECU. So it's gonna cut out everything else, and I'm just gonna have to make harnesses for everything else, such as the windows, radio, whatever else I want. But yeah, stay tuned guys. It's gonna be very exciting. This thing will be running soon. I also was working on the quarter panels. I didn't really like how they looked, so I went over it again and I perfected this entire line, as you can see, all the way through here. I just didn't like it, but now I think it looks absolutely amazing and everything just lines up beautifully. Obviously I still need to sand it some more because I just put a fresh coat on. I want to make this gap a little bit bigger right here, that way it'll be perfect and even all the way through. But check that out guys, that just looks amazing. I'm really happy with how that turned out. But yeah, so now that he's about to get this thing started soon, I'm just gonna go ahead and knock out all this body work and just get this thing primed. That way I can just go ahead and paint this thing, which is gonna be super exciting. I'm going Laguna Seca blue. Check this out guys, hold on. Right there is the motivation for this. It's painted there, now it needs to be painted here. So we're gonna get this thing sanded down, bondo this little thing right here, and pretty much the whole body is straight, the roof is straight. I was actually thinking of deleting this. What do you guys think? Is that even worth it? I don't know if I want to warp this perfectly straight roof that I could just sand down and paint, but slick top would be very nice. So I'm not sure, still on the fence with that. You guys comment down below what you think. And yeah, so I mean, we're pretty much ready for primer all through here. The other side is already done, it's been done. I mounted the rear bumper, 2 bolts on the sides, and then also I did some L brackets. I don't like this. I'm not sure what I think what I want to do is lay a strip all the way through there that'll straighten this out. Maybe like a little bumper piece, and then resin the top of it, and then remove that strip. So then when I remove it, the resin stays in its spot and it's perfectly straight, and it gives it more area to go in, because you can't really go in there anymore, it's already maxed out. So either that, or I might just go and buy a better bumper. I actually seen some very nice M3 replica ones. They're actually plastic versus fiberglass, and I think that would be better, just in case like anyone collides into it or something, because this one's just gonna break. And also that is a lot of work. I don't know, I probably could sell this bumper, so we're just gonna have to see. But yeah guys, stay tuned. This thing is gonna be getting a lot of progress very soon. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really excited to get this thing done. As you guys know, I have been building it for a while, but this car only eats money, it really doesn't make money. So, you know, it's always been on the back burner, side project. but it is my dream car, so I do need to get it done ASAP. So we're gonna get back on it real soon. I need to rush treat this right here and prime the whole engine bay, but that's gonna be once the motor runs, because once the motor runs, we can run out the wiring harness and put all the conduit on it and everything, and it's gonna look very nice and organized, and then I can just put the motor back together for good one last time. So stay tuned, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you guys want, you can smash that subscribe button and drop a like on the video and a comment. It really helps out, guys. We appreciate all the love and support you guys give, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.